Hello viewers, it's Super GT here again, and we are doing some S-Class action today. So we're not doing the Formula Fords. This arguably might be worse. But I'm going to let you be the judge of that, so let me know if you think this is worse than the Formula Ford League. As we go into the first turn, the Aston Martin's just going to turn across and then get rammed from behind, and we're all off into the gravel. So let's try to rejoin the circuit. Having a quick look behind. Someone's just gone flying into that wall. And then I've gone flying into a Ferrari Enzo, I believe. Then I've just been collected. It's all gone completely wrong. And I've gone 360, full 360 on the grass before rejoining in 18th. So let's come around the second corner here at Road America. Going past a Lexus, he's gone slow. Ferrari on the right hand side, grinding the wall. Gone up a couple of positions there. So the guys back behind me there in a nice bundle with each other. Touching each other up like those guys in the previous video at Yas Marina. It's a common occurrence for those of you who don't play Forza all that often. A lot of touching up and a lot of orgies. It gets very sensual, this game. As you can see, a couple of guys off together here. And this guy's just going to come across when he rejoins. Maybe he was trying to get out of the way, but then he just takes the most retarded line of all time. Drives himself off the track. Bye-bye to the Aston Martin. As we come through in 12th, we are making steady progress back through the pack after getting wiped out at the start of the race. Into the carousel. The Mercedes SLS AMG is a bit of a beast, let's put it that way. It's an absolute tank. It's very quick in a straight line. But we've got a Ferrari rejoining an F40. Oh my god. You can only laugh at just how bad people are at rejoining the track. It's oh, it's just so bad. It's awful. It's so bad. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. It's just, it won't change, I don't think. This Viper comes back on, but luckily he's ghosted out. It won't make a difference. And then coming up the back straight in 11th now, the Ferrari's he's just going to brake in the middle of the straight. I don't know why you do that, but perhaps he really wanted me to have that position. I doubt that he felt guilty about that rejoin. But there's very questionable behaviour there, braking on a straight. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Luckily this is only a video game, so no one's actually going to die. So coming into the last turn, I go a little bit too deep actually. I'm in the top 10 now though. Maldonado Jr. in the lead. Probably going to run away with this one. So let's see how this thing fares up the straight. The full GT isn't too bad in a straight line itself. But look at this thing go. It really does open up its legs and it gains a lot of time. Around a track like this as well, it does help having a power orientated car. We've got a car, no that's not a car, that's an advertising hoarding. Tyres everywhere here across the track. And then coming into the second turn, we're on the brakes just in time. The brakes aren't amazing on this car, so you do have to brake fairly early. And then coming up the second straight, in the slipstream range of a BMW 1 Pro car or M1 Pro car. Past him we go into 8th position, steadily racking up a couple of positions now. So let's see if we can catch up with these two guys up ahead. Actually there's someone off here in a Skyline just coming back onto the track. I'm going to put him under pressure here by going to the inside line. I'm not going to go for the move though, just see if he makes a mistake, and he doesn't quite make a mistake there, so we're going to have to wait a bit longer to try and get past this guy. He's actually taking quite a nice apex there through the right hand kink. As we drop downhill into the dogleg left, a 90-degree left-hander which leads into the carousel. Now this corner is really tough to take, and I'm going to be forced to the outside here, or am I? He's going to take a narrow line eventually. I'm going to go out wide and cut back for a late apex where the curb is. There it is. You're spotting that curve, and then you can accelerate out to the outside. Braking before this Road America bridge there, and getting onto the apex nicely. The Skyline's a bit wide on the entry, and I'm through into 7th, gaining another position. So we're going to reel in a Ferrari now, a Ferrari F50 down the back straight. The Mercedes really showing its true power here. Then the Ferrari commits to the right hand side. He's going to go defensive, and then he moves across slightly on the braking zone. So I'm going to go into the back of him and go wide. Luckily for him, he didn't come out too badly from that. And then two guys off behind me, he's kicking off even more back there. So I just wonder if he knew what he was doing there. Coming across on the braking zone, something you shouldn't really do. Try to stick to one side especially once the person behind you is committed to the brakes, they can't really change their line. But coming up this straight now, over the crest, the car is going to go light as you go over here, and then through a Pagani Zonda on the middle of the straight, just reeling in this Ferrari so quickly, and that Ferrari is a really quick car in itself for S-Class, into the first corner of lap 3 of 3, right on the tail of him. He went defensive, I don't think he had to, and he's going to go wide on the exit, and then as I tried to go past, he just comes back across to the right, and then I just turned a little bit left. I don't know why I did that, but it's actually messed me up more than him. But it's a bit of a silly altercation there. We both lost out massively from that. I'm going to go back past him here. He doesn't turn across this time, thankfully. And then coming up to a Corvette, trying to beat the powerful American car on American soil down this back straight, and we do. But are we going to be on the brakes early enough? Coming into the left-hander, just get it a little bit late. We're not going to go off though, so the Corvette is going to come back for a cutback move. Very well done from him. So back down into 8th, coming through the left-hander over the crest. Very tough corner to get right. Probably the hardest one, I think, on this track. Really hard to nail that one consistently. So through the right-hander, downhill, we are catching up with the Skyline again once again. And he's going to start drifting. 6th place is on here, my favourite position. Let's see if we can do it. The Corvette has gone through into that position now. Skyline dropping into 7th. Let's see what we can do as we come through the exit of the carousel. Getting on the power quite late compared to those two guys up ahead. I think they got better handling than I have. A lot of this car's PI is orientated around the straight line speed, which does help down this straight. Let's see if it does. So Skyline getting a little bit shaky on the exit, and now I can put my foot down and get past. He moves over to the right hand side. He's going to let me go. That's very sensible driving rather than blocking and weaving all over the place. And into the right hand, I'm a little bit deep. I'm going to lose a little bit of time. Am I going to be on the back foot now though, coming into the last couple of corners of the race? It looks like I will be. But I hope that if I can stay ahead at least, I will have the speed on the straight against the Skyline. There's no chance he can get back past me. So we're going to finish 7th here, I believe, unless someone else has crashed. So yes, we are going to come up the final straight. The Skyline is not going to be able to get the run on me here. And then the Corvette is going to go for a flip over. Look at this. Oh my god, that was so high. And actually, I nicked 6th position right there, right on the line by 0.2 seconds. So just nicking my favourite position back. And there we go, there's confirmation of the results. Now, quick bonus clip for you here. This was the next race. The Ferrari there, I think he tried to wipe me out, but only proceeded to flip himself over about 100 times. So unlucky for him. Now, as for the Formula Ford, I was changing my gear shifting technique. A lot of people were telling me you're shifting too late, and they were right. I was shifting, I begin to shift just after 6,000, and you can see here just how much of a run I get on these guys. So I got a really poor exit, but then by shifting just after the 6 on the rev gauge, you can see here I'm just reeling them in. Now that isn't just slipstream. I know I am behind and getting a little bit of slipstream, but you can see there just how much speed you gain by shifting at the correct point. That is something I do definitely need to learn. I always go to the full extent of the gear, but that isn't always the best thing to do. But that is going to bring a close to this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, as always, on that race. Subscribe if you'd like to see more like this. Hit the like button, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.